Welcome to the Moon Tribe podcast. I'm Simona, your host. I'm here to inspire heart-led entrepreneurs and conscious leaders to follow their purpose and create a life of freedom, wealth, and magic. Welcome back, Tribe. I'm very excited to bring you today the very first guest here on the Moon Tribe podcast and to start off a beautiful series of conversations, which is going to be the Purpose Activation series. And I am so excited and over the moon to kick off this series with my beloved, with my twin flame and Aquarius as well himself to help us get some insights. So I'm bringing you today Dennis. He is an amazing healer, shaman, and I will let him share more himself. Let me give you a quick introduction. So Dennis is a holistic health practitioner since 2007 and has helped thousands of clients. He offers therapeutic massage, Dawn method, as well as theta healing and chakra healing. Trained by amazing international teachers like Ohasi in Oriental Diagnosis and Chief Dancing Thunder in shamanism, he is honored to share his knowledge. He believes that we are more than just a physical body, and by using different techniques, he can achieve better results to create balance. Dennis is the founder of Pranic Alignment and Holistic Health Amsterdam. So very excited and very happy to have Dennis here with me today. Enjoy the conversation. Welcome, Tribe. I'm so happy to be here today with my very first guest on the Moon Tribe podcast, none other than my beloved Dennis, who is here with me today. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
And it's wonderful to have Dennis, especially as we are in Aquarius season, because he's my Aquarius. And yeah, so he's bringing this beautiful Aquarian energy. We will talk about activating our purpose, as this is going to be the first session of the Purpose Activation series. So Dennis, do you want to just kick off, share a little bit with the audience what you do and how you can help people?
Yeah, what I do is I give therapeutic massages and healings, bring people in alignment with the Dawn method. So I work on different layers, not only in the physical body, but I also work on the energetic body. And we all have many layers. So I found out that only working with massage doesn't help to get people in balance, right? So it's important to look at the emotions, social things, the mental things. Everything is connected. So
and you're doing that through actually working with energy healing.
With energy healing, yeah.
Right.
And like intuitive connect with persons. And I like to observe in nature a lot. I go zooming into the details. So that helps me to be more present with the client, to look for something what's stagnated or what's not really in balance. So I can find it by my intuition. I can feel a sense of energy, what's not in alignment. Even with my hands, I can feel energy. So
yeah.
But also listening what people have to say. I can hear their emotions. Sometimes people have a high voice or low voice. It's interesting to just like an eagle find out what do we have here.
Beautiful. So it sounds like you're really working with your intuition.
Mm-hmm.
And I was actually just sharing about this eagle's perspective, which I feel is really connected to Aquarius energy. So right. I guess being an Aquarius, it kind of makes sense that you work with energy.
Mm-hmm.
Have you always felt that you can feel these things more easily? And how was it for you in your journey, in your life? When was there a moment where you realized, oh, that is actually my special gift that I can help people with?
Well, when I was, I think, in the age of 7 years, I noticed that I had special hands. My mom had arthritis on her knees and in her hands. And by placing my hands on her knees, pain disappeared. So I didn't know anything about healing or massage or whatever. I just intuitively put my hands and they became warm. It helped her a lot. But because I didn't was in tune in that moment about healing or working with my hands, I just forgot for a long time. And then after my 30s, I felt like, oh, I've still on my plate to learn something about massage. So I went to Thailand, and then the teacher said, like, you have amazing hands, man. You have to do something with your hands. It's incredible. So then my journey starts actually, because first I was ignoring it a little bit because I felt like, yeah, my mom can tell me that I have to do something with my hands, but I thought, as Aquarius, I have to take my own path. And later I thought like, okay, maybe this is my quality. It developed in a way more rapidly then, because I already knew that I had magic hands. So it was a matter of a little bit learning and dive deep into body work. And I already liked to touch people in a way, or hugging, or it was like natural for me to do something with my hands. Yeah.
Beautiful. I feel when I'm hearing you, it's like so often there's the story of following our purpose. It's actually something we already love to do as a child or growing up.
Mm-hmm.
It was already our natural gift, but then we somehow lost it or we somehow forgot it and later recover it, right?
Mm-hmm.
It's like this recovering.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So how was it for you when you were actually, you knew that this was your purpose? What were the steps you took to actually become a healer?
Well, first I did a training for massage therapy. It's a 4-year higher education in the Netherlands, and we get different teachings, and not only massaging, but also about working with the clients who had a problem. And then by asking questions and listen really closely what's going on, like asking emotional questions. Lots of information came, and it was like a waterfall, actually, of information coming out. And I started to notice lots of interests for also healing, because I felt like, yeah, my hands are still glowing while I'm massaging. And I thought I have to do training to become a healer, because it makes sense that, yeah, if their energy is coming out of your hands, it has to be kind of special or something. So, and then I learned a lot in a short time about healing. Yeah, to do the steps right, to do many courses, and then actually practicing as well with first with some friends, and then and also with myself, and distance healing as well. And then I already was renting a space for massage, so it was easy to incorporate the healing in the same space. I think the most important thing to become a healer is just believe in yourself. You can do it. So not only it's not only by reading stuff. It's really a mindset like from, okay, I can do it. I have faith and trust myself and trust others. I'm just gonna do it, and I know it works. So that's the real mindset.
I love that. Yeah.
Not to be worried about it. Oh, do I do it right, or has to be more this or more that? It's just like tuning in, and the less you worry it, and the less you are in the mental state of mind, and more present in the feeling, then it becomes really natural to work with healing. Actually, the less you put the mental stuff in your system, the more I get information. So the more you start to think or doubting in a way, it becomes like a lower frequency. So if you open up the system and then not in the mind, but just really in tuning in all the senses, then the frequency is becoming higher and higher, and then it's coming to you like a magnet. It's just stepping in the right things, and then you feel like, okay, this is it.
I'm loving it because your whole language is so Aquarian. And if you've been listening to the last episodes, we've been talking about exactly what Dennis is saying about frequency, about tuning in, about becoming a magnet. So I love how you are fully expressing this is the Aquarian vibe. It's quite advanced, right? And what I'm hearing from you is that it really has to do a lot with trusting, which I think many of us can recognize of being in business and being an entrepreneur. But I was just thinking about it now because actually with your work and being an energy healer, it nearly takes another level because energy is invisible, right? Even though everything is energy, we actually can't see it. And so there's nearly another layer of trusting. Is this actually working? And I remember I did some trainings about energy healing and I was starting to question myself. I was like, can I do this? Is this actually working? Is it going to make an effect on someone? So it's amazing to hear that from you, how you can really trust. And of course, you see the amazing results with your clients. And I've been lucky to experience some chakra healing, some theta healings with you, and they are incredibly powerful. So I think for me, it's so experiential that you just have to experience it. And then there's no question that it's working. Of course it is. So what I want to ask you as being a healer, how do you feel about making such a big difference in people's lives? Because you can actually help them to heal some very, very old trauma that they have been carrying around for a long time. So how does that feel in terms of living your purpose? How does that feel for you?
It feels like the right purpose, actually, because lots in return from the clients, what they're saying when they're laying down or sitting, and suddenly this after the session they say like, "Wow, it's incredible what's popping up now because I never had these sensations before about this traumatic experience about someone or some experience in their lives, and now they can express it in a way just by tuning in and to dig deeper and asking the right questions. And then for me it feels like, wow, it's just like a beautiful story, a beautiful book, really inspiring thing what's coming to the surface. So if it reveals them what's really underneath what's going on, like the issue or the pain, that's just incredible. It's just magic. So that's I get inspired of, and of course, when I appreciate afterwards what I've done and how far they came. So then I'm knowing that I'm following the right purpose.
Yeah, thank God you are. Yeah, because I know you've helped a lot of people, including myself. And it's such powerful shifts that you can make. And also in a short time, that's something I love about energy healing, that it doesn't have to take years of therapy and all this hard work, but you can actually, in quite a short time, go to the root of what actually causes the issues and then heal it. So it's very powerful. So I'm happy you're sharing this with the world. And now I want to ask you a little bit about being an entrepreneur. Obviously, Aquarius energy is also very connected to entrepreneurship because there's this whole idea of being independent, being your own boss, making your own rules. So you've been an entrepreneur for quite a long time, right? And I would like to ask you, like, what are your lessons you have learned and maybe what challenges have you overcome in your years of entrepreneurship?
In the beginning, it was not easy because when I just started as an entrepreneur, had all kind of doubts, like, can I earn enough money to pay the bills, and do I get enough money? After a while, it became much easier, but still, as an entrepreneur, there's not a steady income. So that word is actually one of the challenges, that there's no steady income. It's like the economy. It's up and down, up and down. Sometimes a long time up, sometimes a long time down. So you have to a little bit be with it, and trust that after a downfall, it comes up again. And it's important that you do some work on yourself. Journaling helps for me, and also listening to other teachers about emotional work, about your shadow sides, because even if you're doing the right thing or the right purpose in your life, there still can pop up some issues or problems which need to be solved. And actually, by doing a lot of work, it becomes easier to deal with it. But sometimes, you have to you have to go a different route in your life to overcome something.
I love what you're saying about having to do this inner work. And because what's also interesting for me, that of course I work with entrepreneurs and my clients experience this as well, that they get stuck in their business. And actually there are layers coming up for them that need more inner work or need more healing, for example, about do I deserve this, to kind of trust that the money is going to flow, etc. Am I good enough? There's so many layers. Actually, very often I have sent my clients then to you as well, because they actually require a deeper healing. And I feel that most of my clients at some point need to really go deep to the root of what is causing all the issues. And then I sent them to do a theta healing with you, for example, and that really created a huge shift for them. So that's beautiful how you say that.
Going back to the challenges as an entrepreneur, the whole universe actually is changing, right? Nothing stays the same. So that means that you have to sometimes move to a different direction, a different level or a different way to get again new clients. And it can be like doing inner work, but can be also you have to make a new income or a new side income, or you have to skip some work what you're doing. So you have to really look closely, where am I now in this moment? Can I keep these techniques or work, or do I have to change something or bring something new in? So it's always like a chemistry. You have to maybe I need some stuff from this, or maybe stuff from this. So it's not always like the same. Sometimes you have to like climbing. Sometimes you have to go higher on a rock to see where you are, to see where you're going, because there's something's blocking your sight. So then you have to go a little bit higher, like steeper, or something more challenging in your life to reach a better top or reach a better quality in you. I think it's digging out in a better way the qualities of your life, of who you are as a person. Because we have so much inside, but by what we learned about society is that you were, just small thing, but we are really advanced creatures actually. Even when you're born, you have many qualities, intuitive qualities or hearing stuff that others don't hear. But by the society or by your parents, it's suppressed in a way. So by taking this out, taking out the layers of yourself, like an onion, like a caterpillar is coming out of his skin. There's something stuck on his body. It has to come out.
I love this. Beautiful analogy. And I really love how you're sharing about the different layers like an onion, because I feel there's always another layer to peel off, right? That's kind of also the beauty of this spiritual journey. Like we never arrive, right? So I think it's about having fun and enjoying the journey, because we will not probably in this lifetime reach a place where we've done all the work and we can just lie back and that's it. There will always be another layer popping up, right? I mean, for me, it's actually that keeps life fun and exciting as well. And I think being open to doing the work and showing up for it, that makes it much easier.
Yeah, I think also like me, I'm just like a normal person who has also some stuff. Yeah, sometimes you have to deal in the moment, or you get triggered by a situation. It can be in the supermarket, it can be with your girlfriend, it can be anywhere. And then you have to really like, okay, what's going on? What is the story? What's playing here right now? And then you have to fine tune actually what's going on, and then make it smoother.
I love that. And also this idea that we don't have to be perfect in
No.
order to hold space for
No.
others, right? Because no one is. We have to do our own inner work, and we have to be at a place that we can actually help someone who is less far on the journey. But we are all a work in progress, right? So we all get to do the work, keep doing the work over and over. Beautiful. What I want to ask you also from an Aquarian point of view, many of us who are on the spiritual path experience this feeling of not really fitting in, that we are somehow different. We are kind of on the wrong planet, or what are we doing here? Right. So how was it for you? I know that many Aquarians I've spoken with, and also with yourself, is this feeling that you have to learn to walk your own path, and that you don't really fit into the society and into the way we are supposed to live our life in this kind of mainstream narrative.
Yeah, for a long time, actually, I felt like, oh, I don't belong here. I didn't know what it was, this energy. It felt like really strange and didn't want to talk about it with other people. So I really felt like I'm popping out of an egg and I'm on the wrong planet. And I don't know if this is life, if this is where I belong. So it took a long journey to find out that I can be proud of my work, of who I'm being. And also the lesson was that, yeah, my parents or my childhood, I had not the right teachers who were helping me out in a way to find really the right direction or about the spiritual way. Nobody was talking about it. It was suppressed, and also the emotions were suppressed. So I was really stuck in a way, stuck in what do I have to be now in life? Because I was feeling like a small creature picking out of the corner. And then if I get a hit, then I was going back in my cave. And it was not really helpful. But then suddenly I knew, yeah, come on, I have to make it. I have to create my own life, actually. As Aquarius, I noticed that, yeah, I have to go my own direction, not listening too much to others to find pleasure or to find feel good feeling. So for a long time I was really saying like, no, this is my way. I do it my way, not listen to others. I had so many people who were saying, "Oh, it's not good for you. It's not working for you." And I thought, come on, I'm mature enough to say what's good for me or what's the right way. And I think, yeah, as Aquarius, you're really like to go different directions. Sometimes it can be that you're in a dream state too much. But yeah, got lots of ideas, lots of insights, and by more training, I felt like, okay, now I can skip off all these fluctuations or this daydreaming, and now I really have to focus on what I have to do, my purpose, how I can help people. So yeah, it was a little bit like jumping all around, but then I thought, okay, I have to now be more present and be really steady because before you know it, life is over. So you really like now it's time, and by coaching it helps a lot to say, okay, this is it.
Super powerful, super powerful. Yeah, I really love hearing this from you directly. These Aquarian themes that we've been talking about, it's like exactly what you're sharing. Very powerful. I have something special for my conscious women who are listening. I'd love to invite you to our Cosmic Sisterhood Moon Tribe Circle. Many of my clients have shared that they don't have so many people in their life who truly get it and with whom they can talk about the moon and all things magical. So I created this space for us to connect with other women on the spiritual path who are also into astrology, tapped into their intuition, fascinated by ancient wisdom, and who truly speak your language. In our New Moon Circle, once a month we come together online with sisters from all over the world to share and set our intentions together. It's such a beautiful heart space to feel supported and nourished on a deep soul level. So if you're craving this in your life and if you would like to join us, you can find out more on the link in the show notes. And you can try the first month with the half price with the code Moon Magic. Hope to see you soon in our next circle. So the last question I want to ask you is like, what do you love about being an entrepreneur and especially being a conscious entrepreneur in these very powerful times we are in right now?
I think we're coming in or already are in a new earth and lots of people need new direction. I think it's to be connecting with others, lots of connecting with people from different levels, doesn't matter, but energetically finding mind like people and working more together. Collaboration with others. I think it's time now for help each other. Everyone has a gift, but sometimes you have to collaborate or work with more people to go and level up. I think now it's time that the world needs lots of people working together on the same level or bringing an input for decisions. For decision making, so like horizontal learning, decision making needs to be done with lots of people, but not too much, but like a small group. Like we live now in a small village, and actually this village can hold on itself for many things, for politics, for communication, for socializing, for anything. We can do it together. We don't have people standing above us who are controlling us. I think it's time to see the quality in each other and to work together instead of that we get be ruled by others in a way. I mean, you can be directed by good managers or good directors, but it's more be on the same level in a way, just finding each other in a way. So even you have a higher education, doesn't mean you have to stand above the other. You can still come together and say like, hey, I see you, and I acknowledge who you are and what you have to offer for me in a way. Because some parts it clicks on the system, so you can help me and I can help you. I think this is what the planet needs to collaborate and help each other and do small communities. Yeah, makes life more fun and more honest in a way.
Beautiful. Thank you so much for sharing this Aquarian wisdom with us. It feels so pure through your mouth. So I love it. And I also feel really touched because for me, this is really the purpose of Moon Tribe, to come together with like-minded people, as you're saying, which I think is so important to come together as a community. And especially as a spiritual community, many of us have felt for a long time that we don't belong in the kind of mainstream or in the old world. But it's so important that we come together with our people, with our tribe, where we belong and where we can support each other and collaborate and be this community that brings this positive change.
Yeah, I think what's really important to see quality of the other and express it in a way, honor the other and see the other in a beautiful way and express it. Society is so like it's good or bad, or you have to focus on to be on the top. But I think life is just like saying like how you love what the other is saying, how you love how the other is working. So all the small parts are important.
Any last words of Aquarian wisdom before we wrap it up?
Last wisdom is to be creative, think out of the box. It's really going different levels. Don't let someone say like, oh, this is crazy or this can't be done. It's just like go crazy in developing things, not only in technology, but also on social things. Don't think something is strange. Just speak out. That's most important now. Speak out what you want in life, and then you will get more people, more followers who doing the same or can help you, or you can help others. So connecting and be joyful and celebrate life. That is the most important thing. Every day celebrate life.
Aww, so wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing all your wisdom. There's obviously much more. Maybe you have to come back to the podcast soon.
Perhaps, yeah.
But thank you so much for opening this series. It's been a true pleasure. I hope you enjoyed it, Tribe. I feel there was a lot in this conversation. And if you missed the last episode where I explained about the Aquarian energy, go back and listen to it, because I feel so much of what Dennis has been sharing today is like really from this unique Aquarian perspective. So it's a good one. So thank you so much for tuning in. We are sending you lots of love from Portugal. We're about to go on our big trip. So we're recording this now already for you. Share your insights with us. You can drop us a message on Instagram. Dennis is at the Barefoot Shaman. Find him. He has absolutely beautiful photos as well. And we'll see you in the next episode. Meanwhile, please remember to share your unique magic. Thank you for listening to the Moon Tribe podcast with me, Simona Shimanovic. I'd love to share my free abundance meditation with you. Go to simonashimanovic.com and join the tribe.